Hello and welcome back to Queer Cyclist, and today we are talking about safety vests. And that might be the most boring intro that I have done in the 40 some odd videos that I've posted to this channel. But I actually don't think it's that boring of a topic for a couple of reasons. I think that something that's missing from a lot of the conversation around bikes on social media is that it's this honestly really dangerous thing that we love to do. Riding in cities and places that were not built for you, that were not built for pedestrians. They're built for cars. They weren't necessarily built for people. It means leaving a lot to chance and leaving your life in the hands of someone that you hope is paying attention. So this video is an ode to the safety vest and doing our absolute best to tip the scales of fate and chance in our favor. And I recognize that the safety vest, if this is the thing that I'm going to make a video ode to, is a very poor substitute for actual real bike infrastructure. And that is the thing that prevents deaths. That is the thing that prevents crashes and collisions with cars. So I live in Atlanta, and Atlanta is a city that's built for cars. It is not particularly pedestrian friendly, and it is only in the past decade or so that the city has made any real effort to retroactively make it a lot more friendly for bikes and people to walk. I've never lived in a city with really good bike infrastructure. In my adult life, I've lived in a number of cities, but most of that time has been spent in New Orleans, in Atlanta, and in a couple of cities in Spain. And in those two cities, I've actually been hit by a car twice. Once in Spain, and it was my fault because I was 21 and stupid and going the wrong way up the road, and I got T-boned, and it was very painful, but it was very slow, and so I didn't have any long-lasting consequences. In the second crash I was in, it was in New Orleans, where I grew up, and I was riding down in a bike lane, and someone pulled up next to me, not seeing me, and turned into a driveway, and I slammed into the car. And my bike was not in great shape after that. I think the wheel was a little bit bent, but I was okay, except a little shaken. And the driver was also very shaken. I feel really thankful that I've never had anything more serious than that. But I find myself constantly longing for really good infrastructure and protected bike lanes all the time. About half of my viewers are not from the United States and live in places where there is really good bike infrastructure. And let me just say that I feel really jealous. I feel super jealous of your really nice bike lanes and universal healthcare. But that is something that I alone cannot change, and something that has been really helpful to at least feel visible when I have to ride in traffic or ride on the same roads as cars is this safety vest. When I moved to Atlanta about 5 years ago, I started commuting by bike about 7 miles each way. And I had one particular incident where I had a car try to run me off the road. And after that, I spent days agonizing over how can I stay on my bike and also be safe? How can I keep riding and not have to worry about this all the time, about someone trying to run me off the road or not being visible? And so what I landed on, and what I think has worked best for me, is wearing this obnoxious reflective yellow vest. And I see a lot of other cyclists wearing them, and I see them when I'm actually driving, because I do drive a car, and I notice cyclists more, which is really nice. And so I know that it does work, and I know that it especially works at night, where I ride through neighborhoods when I'm coming home from work that aren't super well lit. And having that reflective vest shine really brightly when I'm have headlights coming behind me, I really think has saved my life a few times. I think it has saved the day. This video is about wearing the safety vest, but it is also a call to be safe out there, y'all. I don't know about you guys, but I think about my own mortality almost every time I get on my bike. there's always this what if, this looming fear of what if it's this ride? What if something happens? Yeah, it's scary. It's scary out there. It's scary out there in places where you just don't have when you want to go on a ride, and it's just super fucking unsafe because of cars. I hope this changes in the United States. I don't have a lot of hope, but I have a little. So I don't have too much to say about this video other than I went on a ride today and I was wearing this safety vest and I was like, man, I think everybody should wear one. It would behoove a lot of people to wear something that brought attention to drivers. I also want to start a conversation about bike safety and what that means when you live in a place that doesn't have the infrastructure for you to ride around the way that you would like to. In a place where you don't have the freedom of mobility, how do you keep yourself safe while also getting to where you want to go? So I want to open the conversation to you guys. What do you do to stay safe? What does it mean to you? Do you wear a safety vest? How many lights do you have? Anyway, this video probably isn't going to get a whole lot of views or a whole lot of clicks, but I wanted to draw attention to safety in cycling. It's super important. Well, everyone, I have sufficiently ranted for a number of minutes. I don't know how long this video is going to be. And I might end up deleting this or never posting it. We shall see. But thank you for making it this far in this video. Stay safe out there, y'all. Stay safe. And let me know in the comments below, what do you do to stay safe on your bike? I want to know. I feel like this is something that we should talk about way more often. And with that, if you like hearing me rant about safety vests and want to see bike content that's sometimes kind of gay and sometimes is not, you should subscribe. And that's the video. That's what I'm doing this week. I'm just going to end it here. Love you guys. I will see you next week.